what do we say? Like any good cook, the first thing we do is empty the dishwasher. Wondering. I'm hoping that didn't screw up the camera just then. Oh, I moved it because I wanted to see if there was anyone in chat. My computer here is updating very, very slowly. So.
I was just checking to see if the music's too loud.
Landscape. It will not. That's okay. So I changed the title going out this morning. Have a little bit more variety for one, but to accurately reflect what we're doing.
Put it out on Twitter too?
I did. So if we get another camera, we might be able to plug it in back here with a microwave.
Yeah.
But then we're gonna have to move all my Tupperware.
Tupperware view.
Tupperware party, yeah, something like that. No, so I can get like a shot down, looking down at like the stovetop or yeah, something like that. Because we're all out of ports here by the sink. Couple more things to put away and then we're gonna get started. Okay. Good morning and everyone who is here. I don't even know who is here. Good morning. Today we are going to be making chicken souvlaki here today in Kaleila's kitchen. If you are new to the channel, we're hoping to make a space created by gamers for gamers to make healthy, simple foods that cook while you play. So we're gonna, like I said, do a chicken souvlaki today, which is a Greek-style chicken. That's what everyone voted for on Twitter. Well, at least about half of everyone voted for. So I hope everyone's excited to see that. What we're gonna be doing, first thing you gotta do is preheat your oven to 425. Make sure nothing is in your oven when you turn that on. So I have a whole chicken, which I needed to use up really badly. And that's what I'm gonna be doing. If you don't have whole chicken, like thighs would probably be the best way to go about it, because that has a little bit more fat, a little bit more rich flavor. But you know, if you have only chicken breasts or tenderloins, that's fine too. But like I said, I have a whole chicken, so we're gonna roast that. It'll take about hour and 15, hour and a half, somewhere in there. Let me wash my hands. Say what?
And while that's cooking, what are we going to make?
Oh yeah, that's right. So it's IRL Tuesday, if anyone didn't notice. I know, I'm very sad. Servers will not be up until 3 p.m. Pacific, so that's 4 our time? Yeah, because we're an hour ahead. So I'm not going to be able to play WoW while this thing's in the oven. While it's cooking in the oven, I can teach you guys a really easy Greek salad, and what else? If we have time, maybe we can prep some bread. I won't be able to cook the bread on stream, but I can show you a really easy bread to go along with this. So let me take this whole chicken out of its packaging and drain off the juices, which is always an adventure. Huh?
Move back so people can see it.
I can't. I'm just draining it in the sink, taking it out of the plastic. And let's see. Is there a packet in this one? There is. I'm going to put the innards off to the side because you don't really need that. Okay. So, whole chicken, just like this. Okay. Get out of here. And yeah, I got that all cleaned out inside. This actually didn't come like in a bag. It was like just thrown in there. So if you have a dog like I do, where is she? Here she is. Can you see her? Nichols. She's home for anything that drops, basically. Yeah, you can probably boil that up. Don't feed the actual like gizzard piece to it, because I'm pretty sure there are bones in there. But like the liver stuff, all that you can give to the dog, as long as it doesn't have bones. I boil it. I'm pretty sure you don't even need to do that, because they can eat raw meat. But that's only if you want to. I don't know if anybody else cooks food for their dogs. I cook foods for my dogs. I do like just chicken and brown rice, you know. Makes it pretty easy. There's a fly. Go away. There we go. I pulled out a little bit of fresh rosemary from my garden. If you saw on Instagram here, was it last week, week before? I harvested all my oregano. So I had both Greek and Italian oregano. So I dried that out and put it in jars. And then I also did a little bit of dried rosemary too. So, but because I have so much rosemary, it would really be better for me to try and use all that up before winter comes. So we're gonna use a little bit of the fresh rosemary on the chicken today. Let's move this over here so you can see. And I'll tell you what we're gonna season it up with. your salt. Some granulated garlic. I also have whole garlic that I'll end up using too. And didn't last week we use onion powder?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. I used it all. Already I used it all. So I have chopped onion once again. And I'm going to be using whole onion as well as whole lemon. So you want to, if you have any of that, definitely use it. If you only have lemon juice, use the lemon juice. That's what you have. I prefer, don't tell my yaya this, I prefer Meyer lemons. They're a little bit sweeter. Yes, they're smaller. But I like that little bit of added sweetness in with that, you know, real pungent, sour lemon. So sorry, yaya. I really like Meyer lemon. Poultry seasoning. And here it is, paprika. And of course I'll be using the oregano, the fresh rosemary. We get my onions and my lemons. Onions are kind of small, so I'm going to use about 3 of them. See how small it is? It's so tiny. It's like a little bit bigger than a golf ball. And then, of course, my lemons. There we go. So I'm going to try and have one hand just for seasoning and then one hand to handle the turkey. Let me take all this stuff off and then we'll get
Turkey.
Turkey, yeah, chicken. Turkey. It's like, so Cormac and I have a running joke on turkeys. We were driving for our anniversary out to one of the hot springs out here, and he was talking about wanting to hunt turkeys for Thanksgiving. And so he asked me as we were driving along the highway, mind you, highway speeds out here are 75, asked me to point out any turkeys I saw on the highway so he knew where he could go hunting this September. Or, no, Thanksgiving, so November. And yeah, so that's been our running joke for a long time. I actually did hear this summer.
Yeah.
Actually saw a turkey,
But
though.
you missed the best part. It was any animal she saw of any size or stripe, she would just call it turkey. So we passed.
Because it was so ridiculous asking me to, point out a turkey on the side of the road. Like, no.
So we passed a cattle ranch, and she's like, turkey.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, God.
The mockery.
So forever since that,
Every animal on the side of the road is a turkey.
it was a turkey.
There you go.
It has confused our children terribly.
They are a little confused on what a turkey is. So the first thing that you want to start with is salt. You want to make sure that you get quite a bit of it down. I'm actually going to use the salt pick, so I have a little bit more control over what I'm doing. Because salt is what's going to give it that flavor. So you want to...
Shut up.
Sorry, dogs. You want to make sure that you're getting the most flavor out of it. So make sure that you add quite a bit. Don't be scared. And get the inside of the cavity too. Don't be scared of that. Oven is ready. The inside of the cavity. That should be alright. Get all the nooks and crannies. some potatoes and onion around the bird. So it can cook up in all the juices and whatnot. Alright, well, this is going to get complicated. That one didn't have a shaker spout on it. This guy does. So typically, chicken souvlakia is done with either, souvlakia, excuse me, is done with either chicken or pork. I like to do chicken, but pork shoulder is really good, especially when you actually take the time to, like, you know, cube it and, you know, put it on skewers and whatnot. It's really, really good. Of course, when I went to Greece, they used whole lamb, which was incredible. But lamb is very, very expensive. Excuse me. So I don't know that everyone's going to be able to do something like that. So an easy substitute, really no one's going to notice, is using chicken or pork. Wash my hands here. So this week I went through some of the Twitch settings and noticed that my chat was like unreasonably stiff. Like people couldn't talk that unless they followed for like 2 weeks or something crazy like that. So I lowered all that down. It should be much easier to interact if anyone had questions or anything like that. Okay, so what's next? For potatoes, I have some just leftover potatoes. They are russet, pretty small. But let me wash these guys off and we will cube them up and put them in there. If you don't like the skin on potatoes, then feel free to peel them before you put them in there. I'm sad that we're not going to be able to play while the chicken's cooking. Like we usually do. I'm going to let those drain. And quick tip on onions before I started on this. I know everyone's saying like, well, you know, onions make me cry, so I don't want to cut them up and it really hurts my face or whatever. Keep the root on your onion and it won't bleed, which is that chemically compound that makes your eyes tear up. I've heard people say like light a candle, chew some gum, glass of water. One of my friends actually got goggles for her face. You don't need goggles. It'll be all right. Just try and keep the root intact. Make that the last thing you cut off. and you should be okay. But for this, I do need a flat surface for it to cut, so I'm just going to cut it in half. Again, leaving that root attached as much as I can. Cut off the top so I can peel it easily. Should just come right off. I have like no nails. So. What's wrong?
I'm trying to adjust the volume settings on the music and I can't.
Uh-oh.
Spotify's being stupid.
Everything had to update this morning. Like, it was very, Hi, I'm hungry. Nice to meet you. Hi. Woo, how do you even pronounce that? Rigoso. No, that's not right. Rigoso. Hi. Welcome to the chat. We are making Greek chicken. And I'm going to teach you guys how to roast that guy. And then also a Greek salad after that. So you take your onion slices and just throw those in.
I'm restarting Spotify.
Okay.
Sorry, the music will take a short pause.
I wish I was entertaining enough to not need the music, but I don't even know really what to say. I'm half Greek, so this is how I learned the recipe, is just kind of growing up around my family. But, you know, I figured people who don't have a yaya don't know how to make these things. So I figured it would be a good way for everyone to learn. I am also formulating here my BlizzCon menu. See, when you leave everything, that's all you have left to waste after the root. BlizzCon menu. And roast chicken's probably going to be on there, because once you pop this in the oven, it's super easy. Really all you're doing is seasoning, dressing, and then you're good to go. You can go chill out with everyone and watch opening games.
And hopefully watch Cloud9 go whoop.
Yeah, we're definitely rooting against Cloud9 in this house. I don't know if anyone's been following up with the Arena World Championships that have been going on this weekend, which was super exciting, even though my favorite team, the Gosu Crew, is now out. Yeah. I was really hoping... I was hoping they would make it further. So, I don't know. We'll see what they can do at BlizzCon. So I am using a yellow onion, not just a, but like 3 yellow onions. You can use really whatever kind of onion you want. If you don't have yellow, I would really recommend red onion, which is what most Greeks use, is red onion. But I wouldn't use a white onion. That's a little too much of a bite. I figured the yellow onion sweetness with the Meyer lemon sweetness would make it probably the most delicious. And I don't have this chicken on a rack inside of the pan.
You should hold it up and show people.
I will here in just a second. Let me get the rest of this onion in, because, yeah, my oven's already hot. If you have a rack, absolutely use the rack, but because I'm putting other stuff in here, like the potatoes and the onions and all that stuff, I really just wanted it to not be in the way. Okay. So, I'm just putting it around the chicken. Chicken's flat on the piece there. So, for your lemons, I'm just going to quarter these up. Let me rinse these off. Quarter up your lemons, and then You can put a couple inside the chicken, not turkey, and put a couple around the edges. And then I'm going to do really the same for the potatoes. I'm going to quarter them up and put them in the pan and put it all in the oven. They smell so good. So my Yaya's house has huge, huge lemon trees. And we went back there this last July, and I decided to, cook up a chicken using a couple of the lemons off the tree. And oh my gosh, I forgot how sour they were because it's been so long since I did any cooking there. So, genuinely was very, very sour, but my family loved it. They were like, this is awesome. So, yeah, you want to have it breast side up. So let me cut these wings real quick since my hands are already in it. If you have butcher's twine and you want to tie the legs up, I might do that actually. It's good just to try and keep all that stuff inside the bird. It's just going to add more flavor to it. My russet potatoes are pretty small. Let me see. I have 6 or 7 of them. They're pretty tiny. So it'll be good to fill up the rest of the pan with it. But obviously if you have a really big potato, you want to size it accordingly. And I am going to leave the skin on mine. You guys absolutely don't have to. Because sometimes peeling it is just kind of nicer. But I really like potato skin. So I like to leave mine on.
Control number 2's in the shot.
This is gonna be the best lunch ever. Yeah. What's up, Abby? This is Abby. She's our old girl. And then of course Nickel, who you probably can't see, she's just outside of the shot. But anytime my dogs hear this noise, the knife on the cutting board, they come running. Because they're super beggars like that. I swear I don't feed them from the table. At least not very often, maybe a little bite here or there. But hey, what person doesn't, of course we have kids, so they are like masters of dropping stuff, Should have named the dog Hoover, because they double as my vacuum some days. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of butcher's twine. Oh, and then of course we have a cat that we call Potato. So.
His given name is Gato the Vato. But,
that's right.
We call him Potato.
Yeah. So to dress this, let me see if I can move this closer so they can see how to.
You got slack on the.
Do I? Okay. Let me see. Up and over.
What's your light?
I'm good. There goes the light. I didn't have it.
Bye-bye, light.
It wasn't ready. Is that any better? I don't even know if that's any better.
Drop it down a little bit.
Here, I'll just move it closer. Is that better?
Kinda. Drop the angle down.
On the camera?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is a really easy way to tie up your chicken, not turkey. You tie a slip knot, you put it around one of the legs. Tighten that guy down. Pick up the other leg and loop it around and just kind of make a figure 8 just so it holds its own slack or its own weight. Twist it round until it's done. And that'll just help keep everything in the cavity so it doesn't fall out while it's baking. And I'm going to take this rosemary, fresh out of my garden, and just drop it around in places. I picked all this rosemary because I made focaccia bread on Sunday. We had our guild over, and I made chicken marsala with the focaccia bread, which is why I still have a bottle of marsala wine here on the stove, or on the countertop rather. I swear I didn't start drinking at 9:30 in the morning, though I'm sure those of us with kids can relate. There are some days where it's just you get up and you feel like you should just go back to bed. All right, I think that's quite a bit of rosemary. I'm going to drizzle it with a little bit of olive oil. If you have chicken stock, you can, I don't know, maybe throw a half cup in there or something if you're worried about it burning, if you don't have a non-stick pan. 1 second, let me get the olive oil. See, I knew something was missing. So just a little drizzle of olive oil. Pop it into a 425 degree oven for about hour and 15 to hour and 30 minutes. You know, depending on how hot you think your oven actually gets. We're going to be looking for some good color. Let me move this guy back. Which means I'm going to have to move some stuff around. So one of the goals is we're going to be working on another camera, obviously, because that's necesito. Hopefully that will make this a little bit easier. Okay.
Yeah, so put your donations in the chat for another camera.
Oh, God,
I
no.
am 100% joking.
Yeah, we're not even Twitch partner yet, so so I can't get donos. Push F for respects. Can you help me with this the back leg of the tripod?
Okay, you gotta stop moving it.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay, that is
Super
sort of
wonky.
sitting. You're off on.
Yep. Yay! I think it's working. Cool. So, let me move this back over.
I put an F in respect for chat.
I saw that. I hear one of the better cameras to get is a Logitech Brio. So I'm going to try that for the next camera and make it like a pointing down kind of shot so we can see more of what we're doing here. All right, so you get a bowl for the Greek salad. This is one of the Color Me Mine bowls. I don't know if anyone has ever gone and done that. I decided to do that after my second baby. It was super expensive. He painted for maybe 30 seconds and then decided he was bored and just wanted to go home. So With a small child, at least, not worth your money. But I really like the bowl, so I keep using it. It's actually specifically for my Greek salad because I make it that often. So what we will need for Greek salad, let me make sure I started a timer for this. I don't think I did. Oh.
Right now my wife is screaming.
There we go. So what we will need are cucumbers. Red onion and tomatoes. Who was it?
This dude keeps training me to work for him.
Oh. Anyone else get telemarketing calls like way too often? I get them way too often. And they're super annoying. So, for the cucumbers, I am using just the little like Persian cucumbers. I think they have a little bit more flavor. If you can, get the English cucumbers. Those are, considerably larger. But my fridge tells me when I've left it open. If all you can get are those big, like, garden variety green cucumbers, that's fine. Use what you have. But in my opinion, these guys just have a lot more flavor. And feel free to peel them if you want to peel them, or not in my case, because I kind of like the skin on these too. Some people like to peel stripes in them so they look, partially not peeled well. I don't know how you really phrase that. I don't know what they're supposed to be. So I just cut the ends off of them and do them up. Slice them up into little rings, put them in your bowl. Is this a vegan stream? No, this is not a vegan stream. We actually have a whole chicken in the oven. I do like my vegetables, though, I will say that. So if you are looking to kind of pick and choose what you would possibly want to make at home, then this salad might be for you. So, cucumbers in the bowl. Red onion, again, the same policy about crying eyes. As with the yellow onion. So just cut them in half, cut the top, peel. And if you want to make these smaller, you can go ahead and cut across the top. It really doesn't make much of a difference. What guy?
As soon as it says vegan stream, you're like, no,
Oh.
and I don't see him in chat anymore.
Well, sorry. It's not. I like to cook proteins with it. Hey,
Because it's delicious.
What's that? My big fat Greek wedding. What do you mean you don't eat no meat?
It's okay. I make you laugh.
It's okay. I make lamb. Although today we're making turkey.
No.
Not turkey. We're making chicken. So I'll probably only need 2 of these tomatoes. But because I need to use these tomatoes, I'm going to use all 3. So I cut them in half, cut off the top, very similar. And these guys make them pretty rustic in your chop. Seeds and everything, if you are okay with that. If you have a different kind of tomato, I know my Yaya makes this with Roma tomatoes. She really likes Roma tomatoes. That's probably more authentic to what they use, but I love vine ripe tomatoes. So again, for me, it's just a big flavor thing. Yeah, out here, at least in Colorado, the Roma tomatoes, they're just hard. They're softball. They don't have any taste to them, you know? So I spoil myself and I get the big, either the beef steak tomatoes, which are surprisingly good out here, or the vine ripe. Okay, and for everyone who doesn't know, I'm originally from San Diego, California, and if you don't put avocado in stuff, you're not a true millennial. So,
or a true Californian.
Or a true Californian. So,
we have to put double the avocado because we're Californians and millennials.
So I love grocery pickup, and I always put avocados on my grocery pickup because why not? Avocados out here are super expensive as compared to California. I still try and get like the big Hass avocados, which regardless if you do a grocery pickup or a grocery delivery, they're all like these bright green, not ripe avocados. So I feel pretty safe getting those, to be honest, or at least not picking them myself. But this last time I got grocery pickup, I was very disappointed because they came out with these. I'm like, what the crap is this? This isn't an avocado. This is what an avocado like pit is in California. The thing is so tiny. So I have 2 of these little guys. I'm gonna throw them in there. I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to pit an avocado.
Show me the avocado pit trick because it's cool.
Yeah, no, I'm going to. I've seen people like buy fancy equipment to try and get an avocado out. Like, why? This is a really big seed for this avocado as it is, and you can see it has a couple of blemishes in it. Take your knife. Can you see this? Okay.
Don't hit your thumb.
I'm not. Just like that. You hit it, you twist it, you pull it out. You put it there, and repeat. Oh, this is a little off center, but look. Ow, you bastard.
Yeah, now we're like, look, everybody, it's so easy. Ah, crap.
Yeah, it's easy to take out. You're like, don't cut yourself. I'm like, I don't think everything has the gremlins today. It's ridiculous.
can you hear me now? Oh, spectacular. I wasn't. I was just talking and without the mic being on. So that's a good time for everybody. I am a technical wizard. So what I was saying is Kalela posts on Instagram a lot. It's Kalela's Kitchen. And on Twitter at Kalela Kitchen. Those are the ways to follow her on the social medias. Anything going on with that? So that's super exciting.
How about, I don't know.
The camera just won't charge, or what's up? Yay, camera difficulties. So we might be cutting it short today.
Well, either that or try and move the laptop up here.
That would be interesting.
Is it lost Wi-Fi?
But is it on?
Not
Oh, cameras are difficult, and if anybody knows a lot about cameras, you go ahead and give us a holler, because that would be super duper. We're in the wilds of Colorado where people don't do things. Everybody's still impressed by like electricity and paved roads. No, it's fine. Colorado Springs is lovely. And you only have like a 10% chance of being burned as a witch now. So that's positive. It's getting better. Oh, I'm joking. No, it's nice here. Yeah, so this is really entertaining for everybody, I'm sure. Oh. No dice?
prop the laptop up here and see if
Okay, you're gonna have to move that laptop. Oh, we're exciting. Alright, here we go. This is heavy.
I didn't think you were gonna do it this way, but
It's, oh shite.
yeah, I don't know why you're doing it.
Because all the cords are connected. That's our camera that isn't working. The other problem is we don't have a mic, darling.
Okay, well, we're doing the best we can here, but can you come help me?
I'm coming. Here, put this.
What's up? I'm a little shocked that it decided to totally crap out. I mean, I don't know why. Yay. See? No, come here. I'm asking you to help with this camera. Okay? I don't know. You need my phone to control it. So we are shooting with a GoPro, and it has decided it doesn't like us. Yeah. Here, please help. Come over here and help. Yeah, I don't know why the thing just totally decided it doesn't like us anymore. No, that's hooked to the light, yeah. A brick? That's not the power.
Wish you could put your lovely hands to work for you today. You can.
I just wanted to make some chicken and salad on stream.
You can get the training you need to be one at Pima Medical.
I don't know what you're talking about with a brick,
You'll
hun.
get hands-on experience in our real-world labs.
Oh, I don't. We have a USB outlet. I don't know if that's gonna do anything different.
Solutions and more. You can get there
Okay.
from here. Get the career you really want.
We shall see.
PMI.edu.
Hopefully one of these things works and we can get back to where we were. Move my faucet head. There goes my light. Well, I mean, for an IRL Tuesday, we might be like camping by the end of this if things if things are really this difficult.
Hey, the light came on. Do we go over? Hold. Okay, I'm holding. I'm hanging. You want salad now? You can't have it. I didn't even put the avocado in it. Okay. Did we though? Are we really though?
That's fun.
Are we kinda?
I mean, if the cooking is half as bad as this stream is, we're all gonna die.
Remember that time I put myself in the hospital with a brisket?
Oh man. Cormac's not allowed to cook, by the way.
I can cook some. Alright, this I worry that I'm gonna have to start OBS.
Oh no!
I don't want to do that.
It's lit up. Oh, oh. It's lit up.
Try it.
Try it.
No.
Well, that's exciting.
Should we power cycle it? Okay. Everything here this morning has the gremlins. We, took the dogs to the dog park before we started this, and they were doing construction at the dog park, so we were like, well, maybe if we just walk around the small section, nothing is going right for us this morning. What's that Dumb and Dumber thing? Our pets' heads are falling off. That's totally what's happening today.
Alright, let's try it.
Yeah.
No. Still Yamaka shot.
All right.
It's the weirdest damn dog.
Yeah, if we restart OBS, that means the stream cuts out, huh? Well. That might be what we have to do.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so back in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, be back momentarily while we restart OBS. It shouldn't take that long. I'm pretty sure I've seen some people have to do this before. Don't.